Hello, it is 10 a.m. and that means it's Intention Tuesday. We are having some technical difficulties, so I'm hoping that you can still see and hear me. Um, we'll give this another go. All right. All right. Well, I know that this past month has been really packed full. If you are a parent, you got children who've just come out of school, you got the summer transition, and today we are celebrating a super full moon. So there's lots going on. Oh, and I also want to wish a happy birthday this month to my fantastic co-host, Jill Keen. She's a fellow Gemini, and just want to say I adore you. And I love that we are on this journey together. All right. How are you feeling today? I am feeling like I'm already overflowing with energy, but I don't feel as focused as I would like to. So I am getting some help with my little selenite heart. And I know that our intention and our practice today will help ground. So if you are also feeling like you've got a lot of energy coming into your body right now, you've got the waves of the full moon, you've got the photonic light coming into our planet. There's a lot of stuff. There's still the remnants of the eclipse energy. And there's no doubt changes happening in your life that probably make you feel a little bit unsteady. So we're here today as a collective to anchor ourselves, right? And feel the compassion, grace, security, and comfort of this community. So with that, I welcome you. If you need to take a drink of water or clear your throat, whatever you need to do, get your wiggles out. And then begin to tell your body that it is safe and time to relax. That you've chosen to take this moment for self-care. So you begin to pay attention to your breath. With every in-breath that you draw, you're pulling yourself back into your body. See if you can feel the tips of your toes. Can you feel the hair on your arms? What about sending your awareness to your earlobes? Can you feel the bottoms of your ears? Good. Settle down. Take those easy breaths in through your nose. And do a somatic check. And that means, how does your body feel? Are you feeling any tightness in your chest? Or any pinching in your throat? Feeling like you have to clear your throat? How about your head? Do you feel like any pressure? Yeah, I've been feeling pressure. I'm not somebody who gets headaches, but as this higher vibratory transition, I'm feeling definite pressure in different parts of my head. So obviously, you just take that time to give it attention. Rubbing, tapping, stretching. Right now, especially with the intentions of this full moon, it's really important to listen to the ancient wisdom of our bodies. We've got a lot of planets at play, and I know there's so many people on YouTube and Facebook that can tell you all about astrology, so I won't get into that, but I'm sure those of you that are, if you weren't if you weren't highly sensitive or intuitive, you wouldn't be in this group. That's what we practice, right? We practice the awareness. We're expanding and evolving our intuition. And this month in particular, there's been a heightened awareness, right? And a demand coming from our bodies. And though we know that we are spiritual beings having a human experience, you can't fully have that human experience if you're not in your bodies. And a lot of my clients have realized that they can bypass trauma or just not deal with their feelings if they live out here, right? The key is to be embodied so you can get the most out of this amazing experience here at Earth School. Okay? So you can feel your fingers and your toes and you're inside your body. Good. Let's rock. Okay. So intention number 22 is not written by us today. It is by a lady named Christine Clemmer. This is somebody that Jill follows, and she's new to me, but I really admire and appreciate the lessons that she's offering us today. So she has a quote. It says, "In this amazing, complex, and troubling time, while those who are awake struggle thinking our role is very small, though we are legion, and darkness brutally fights to keep hold." So that can feel very dark, but what it really means is your impact and presence is more potent than you think, right? And what we think of as, darkness is shadow, right? And what is shadow a tool for? It's a low vibrating energy that's showing us that we need to elevate, right? It's, the dark and the light. And so when we shine a light upon the darkness, it dissipates. So where in our world are there still pockets of shadow where we need to focus that laser pointer on, right? Okay, so she talks about the process of demanifestation of mistruth and how it's just as important as the truth itself, right? Because you can't have one without the other. You can't have day without night. So in order for us to really understand what truth is, then mistruth has to exist, right? So now that we understand those concepts, right, and those are part of our building blocks of how we architect our reality, we know now that the mistruths are something that we can shine our light on and begin to disintegrate and then pivot and move our focus to truth, to activating truth versus pushing up against mistruth, right? There are social complexes and intricate attachments of contracts that cover up the truth in order to project outcomes and illusions. And as we do our inner work to diffuse our own blind spots and hiding places, we begin to pull those loose threads that unravel the entire matrix and revealing everything. In the end, love is the mechanism that elevates, transforms, transcends, and reveals without needing to cover up, defend, or deny. Now, that paragraph right now is, to me, very deep because I find myself to be a very truthful, authentic person. I work hard to do that. And yet, there's this old programming, right, of being the good little girl, wanting everybody to be happy, that I am breaking. But there's still those times where, in truth, I don't want to do that thing, right? And I say yes because I know it will make somebody else happy, but I'm not in alignment with it. So it's not like, well, there's no skin off my back, I'll go ahead and do it. It's like, this actually impacts me. It's like a tiny little murder, like one of those toothpick swords that they put in your drinks, right? A tiny little poke, but if you have thousands of those false yeses, they become, right, a very big mistruth. You're not living in your alignment. And to sacrifice your alignment for the group, right? We've been taught for, gosh, all of our lives, it's like sacrifice for the company, sacrifice for the greater good of the family. Well, it's not a zero-sum game. You can and are worthy enough to go out and get what you need. And you can also be a functioning, celebratory part of the group. It's not an either or situation, at least not anymore. We can look at it as there's an abundance and there's enough for everyone. So you have a right to go and expand into your truth, right? And allow other people's to expand into theirs. It's all about staying in our own lane and cultivating ourselves. Okay, when we recognize old patterns that trigger core wounds or perceive patterns of limitation, we have an active choice in the moment. The choice to either go along blindly or the awakened choice to collapse that loop of repetitive cycles and consciously choose love. So she's saying if you find yourself saying yes to something that is part of that old pattern of that good little girl, then you have, because of your practice with our awareness, can say, wait, you know what? No, I'm not going to do that. That doesn't serve my highest good. Therefore, it's not going to serve the highest good of anybody else because I'm going to do it with resentment, right? So you can take that active choice, like the most loving choice can often be no. Saves a lot of pain and heartache and procrastination and resentment, right? Okay. So she says, we are the change makers, the pioneering leaders, the conscious creators of a whole new world. And not by pushing against or fighting these old systems, but by standing up and choosing to see the world and ourselves through an awakened lens of love and truth. And as we do, we literally set the world on fire, the fire of transmutation. The contagious spirit of the awakened heart initiates the ripple effect of the change that sets us all free. Okay, so this is a super full moon event, and the sign of Sagittarius today is also known as the truth seeker. So a lot of what she's talking about here is literally the song that is playing throughout the universe. And an adventurous heart always takes the journey towards truth. And that's where we transcend our normal limits and boundaries in order to discover who we really are and what's really possible for anyone willing to expand and live beyond the edges of what's comfortable. So, intention, mantra number 22. We choose to see the world through the awakened lens of love. We are the power of transmutation. I'm going to say that again. We choose to see the world through the awakened lens of love. We are the power of transmutation. Okay, that was a lot. So now I'm going to ask you to relax your brain. Let all of that go. I'm going to remind you of the mantra. You're going to let yourself unravel and deepen into the relaxation that you came here for. And the vibrations will become soothing and allow you to align with ease and grace. Okay? Here we go. Deep breath in. Controlled breathing out. Deep breath in. Relaxing those shoulders. Sitting up straight. Just allowing that spine to run that energy with ease. Feeling the beautiful energy from the sun and the moon and all the planets that support us blend together, building a wonderful, beautiful, exquisite thread of light. And that thread of light is pouring into the top of our heads and washing right down our spine. And as it moves through each vertebrae, it branches out into our arms, filling our chest, covering our heart space, filling it with that peace, that effervescence of that source energy. And it washes down our spine, branches out into our legs, flowing down our thighs, filling our knees, our ankles, our feet. And then pouring through our inner ankles, out of our body, and into the earth. That cord moving effortlessly through all the sediment, stone, water, oil, bone, moving into Mother Earth's core. And we become aware of a connection with her that was never broken, just ignored. And that practice of following that cord, whether it is following it into the depths of Mother Earth's heart or out into the universe, into the sun and all of the planets. Those connections are always there. We're just bringing our awareness to these cords that feed us, to God Source, our essence, the animation of the in-breath and out-breath, filling us up. And if we so allow it, taking on the highest of vibrations, unfolding into the potential that is within us, never outside of us. We choose to see the world through the awakened lens of love. We are the power of transmutation. Remember not to hold your breath. I can feel some of you holding your breath. Come back to your bodies. Come back to this moment. That laundry list of things to do, the text that may be dinging on your phone can wait. You are worthy of keeping the promise to yourself. 10 uninterrupted moments just for you. And when you fill up and you hold that vibration of seeing life through the lenses of love, you help me and all of the other fellow intenders. You help those that you live with every single day. It is not a selfish act to fill yourself up first. It is how we all thrive. So I ask you Where are you empty? Ask your body. I hear my lower kidneys need some attention, right? And how do I hear this? Well, I actually see an image and I see like a little black space where maybe a body part should be. So that's how it comes to me. And sometimes I will literally hear, hey, I'm thirsty. I need some attention. So where in your body are you hearing, seeing, feeling, knowing, where you have a sense of lack or a shadow space that's asking for some attention, or we could say light? And let's use our breath and our intention of love to fill it up. We are the leaders of our own experience. We are the ones who offer ourselves permission. That is also not an outside job, though the illusion may tell you otherwise. It is up to us to pioneer the lives we long to live. It is up for us to be the power of transmutation.